hello and welcome to my art studio space. Today I am talking about collage materials and organization. So if you're interested in either one of those topics, then this video is for you. Now, I have been a long-standing collage gatherer, if you will. I often keep a stash of magazines in my studio space. I've got probably 5 or 6 magazine, organizers on my shelf, and I have more on the floor. I just always have a lot of magazines. So they are a great source for images, for mood boards, for inspiration boards, for vision boards, and there are differences between those boards. But I have a very large area, as you can see, full of boards with images and words in color schemes. But the reason why I'm recording this video is because I wanted to show you something that I recently got at an estate sale. For those of you who are really big on estate sale shopping, I fall into that category for sure. And I recently got this box, very old box. I can't find files to fit this box, but it's got a nice handle on it, and it's got a clasp to keep it closed. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is a great size for like mid-size to small size, images that I pull from magazines. So I decided to cut my own. I had a bunch of other manila files that I'm not using anymore that have been used before. And so I decided to use those to cut my own. There you go. I just finished doing this yesterday, and I have 13 categories that I created for myself. And then I also have these little ones too, because these were the end part of the files. So I'm using these for the smaller pieces, and then I'm using these for the mid-sized pieces. And it's just working out really nicely. So I have a Ziploc bag full of material, and this is just the smaller stuff. I also have my, here, I'll show you. All right, so this is what I have already. I got this at an estate sale as well. This one has 2 drawers in it. This one I'm using for like smaller pieces, so I'll be going through this and probably putting a lot of it in the new file box. And this one has all like full page pulls that I've had. This one I have some miscellaneous and words, text, and then I have more in here and in here that are all full page that I've pulled. And then of course I have my cardboard in here and my lion. Okay, so now I showed you my organizer, and then of course my file box is really working out well for me. So yes, in addition to that, I have this Ziploc bag full of categories of images and words that I have had. I've been using this for many years, believe it or not. And so I decided when I saw that file box that it would be the perfect size to transfer the smaller pieces into actual file folders, so that when I go in to look for an image, I can just flip through the files and open it up and pull it out and not have to mess with Ziploc bags. It's just not exactly the most efficient way to do it. It was really for more containing than it was for organizing for the most part. So that is what I've been doing. And in addition to organizing with the file box here, I've also been adding more stuff to my boards. Yes, I've added some images here. I've got this one and this one. And then I've got a couple of other things that I pinned to this board, like these little stars. And I also added, I'll show you, I featured my black and white and neutral board that I created. I'll link that here. And I added a couple more items here. I've got this right here. And I also added this right here. So when I work with images that I use in collage form on a board, they often can take on deeper meaning that can be symbolic or metaphorical. Yes. And when I combine images together, sometimes it can create like a picture in my mind of what that means to me right now. And I think that's why I like creating them so much. And it's often when I'm going through and organizing the images and words that I have pulled. And sometimes I'll pull out stuff that's from older boards that I had put together, that I had stashed away in my Ziploc bag. And I pull it out and I start going through the elements and decide what stays, what goes. And so that's what I was doing. And I noticed that I was drawn to some stuff and other stuff I just threw away. And when I put the pile of the stones on my black and white board, it meant balance to me. That's like one example of what I mean by that. And when I put that together, it just felt right. So I don't know if you work with creating boards, like vision boards or mood boards of any kind, but it's one of my modalities in my system, if you will, as a creative, spiritual person. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's amazing to me how when we use certain modalities, how they can speak to us on a deeper level. And of course, I was in my zone. Love being in my studio, organizing and putting things together in a way that creates ease and creates flow for me. And when I'm in that state, it makes me excessively happy. Yes, so I wanted to share that with you. I trust that it will give you some ideas for your own space in whatever way you are creative that is meaningful to you, that doesn't feel like a task or to do something, but it's just a part of you. Yes. So you have yourself a delightful day and remember to play.